So when we look at sustainability and efficient resources on a farm, there's a lot of things that go into that. To grow a crop these days, growers are throwing a lot of money out there to get started. So what can we do as farmers, as retailers, to protect that investment? And that's where seed treatment really comes into play. It all starts at planting. We get one shot to do it.
There's a lot of things in the soil, some good things and some bad things, pathogens, insects, and others. So the role of seed treatments is a pretty important one to really protect that seed and seedling, which is a really critical stage of plant growth. Seed treatments are unique in that they provide protection in a very precision way. They're going to have activity against very specific things, like the pathogens we're trying to protect against. One of the complications that farmers have to deal with is weather. Weather drives a lot of diseases and drives a lot of other problems. But when you're a farmer, you're not going to have a successful year if you can't get the seed in the ground, right? And that planting window can be really tough.
I had a few guys say, I'm not going to treat my beans this year. I don't want to spend the money on it. But then we turned cool. Then we turned wet. And when we start looking at some of the stand counts, those areas where we didn't protect, they were less. Those were the guys that had to go out and replant. And again, like I stated before, you get one shot. So using the right products, protecting that investment, getting that plant health started right away from the beginning, getting those soybeans out of the ground evenly with emergence, I think is key. But also, when you look at an environmental standpoint of things, we're really protecting that soil. We're doing what we need to do as farmers to be good stewards of the land.
One of the misconceptions is that it's all chemicals, and that's not actually the case. There's a lot of work on biological seed treatments that's being looked at. We're seeing more products that contain biologicals, and that's a growing market where there's a lot of research and development in that area. The good biological microbes that are in the soil, when we are very specific with these seed treatments, they're not as likely to be affected. The rigor and regulations that are involved for a seed treatment to be developed, it has to go through multiple years of testing. They look at environmental fate, they look at toxicity, and efficacy. It also has to work against the pathogens or pests we're trying to control.
We need more bushels. So how can we maximize that and still be good stewards of the land?
We want our formulation to perform. How do we hit that level that we're still getting a good seed treatment that could be either to the retailer or downstream? So to have that nice formulation, have good selection of polymers. We start from the stage 1 chemistry here, that's small scale treating. We're validating the effectiveness and efficacy of those AIs in the field. We then move to formulation development, and then we do small scale work to look at buildup and all the different parameters of dust and rub off and things like that that might impact the grower. But then we also do large scale work. Now when those go forward, we can utilize this whole facility here for dealing with the commercial end of it, helping retailers give good performance and good seed coverage. That sets us apart as very unique. We're all in one facility from the initial stage of the chemistry all the way to commercial and supporting the retailers, going out and helping troubleshoot.
From an environmental standpoint, anytime we can use products that are good for the environment and good for the farmer and good for the yield, that's the approach that we need to go down.
Accuracy, technology of treating has all evolved. And if you look at our record, there's a stepwise reduction with our formulations that we've improved over a number of years. And this has given us a very clean product. There's very low dust. We're doing a lot better control. It's more pointed efficacy, higher efficacy, and we're controlling the diseases. Yields are going up. We've got a good product and we're being good stewards about it.